Welcome to Cost Saver Conversations. I'm Angela, and I ask the practical questions so you can quickly understand what matters. Today, I'm joined by Assad.
Hi, Angela. We're unpacking UK Import Duty and VAT Guide 2026, Calculate Landed Costs and Avoid Surprise Customs Fees today, and tying it back to the wider cost saver ecosystem, including tools like UK Import Duty Calculator, Duty plus VAT plus Courier, UK Import Duty Calculator, and UK Delivery Cost Checker, so you can turn insights into action quickly.
Just a heads up before we dive in, we are your synthetic hosts. We are great with numbers, but as AI, we can sometimes be confidently wrong. Think of us as the digital versions of your most knowledgeable, slightly caffeinated friends.
Exactly. Treat this chat as a smart estimate only, not as professional financial guidance. Always check important details with official sources or a qualified expert before making any big decisions.
Assad, okay, so I have a confession. I ordered this jacket from a US website last month. Looked like an absolute steal. And then, sure enough, card through the letterbox from Royal Mail. 40-something quid before they'd even hand it over.
Yeah, that's honestly, that is the most common story I hear, like almost word for word.
It's infuriating because the whole point was that it was supposed to be cheaper than buying it here.
Right, and that's the thing. The price you see at checkout on an overseas site, that's just the starting point. It's not what you're actually going to pay.
So what am I missing? Like, break it down for me. What are all these charges?
Okay, so under the current 2026 HMRC rules, there are three distinct layers. You've got customs duty, you've got import VAT, which is 20%, and then on top of that, there's the courier administration fee. And you add all of those to the item price and the shipping, and that gives you what's called your total landed cost.
Landed cost. Okay.
Yeah, so it's item price, international postage, customs duty, import VAT, courier fee, all five together. And ignoring any one of them is why, thousands of people get that surprise demand at the door.
Right. And I think a lot of people assume that if they've paid for shipping at checkout, that somehow covers the custom stuff.
Oh, totally. And it doesn't. Shipping just pays the carrier to move the box across borders. It's got nothing to do with government taxes or the courier's admin processing. They're completely separate things.
Okay, good to know. So let's go through those three layers properly. Customs duty first. There's a 135-pound threshold that people talk about.
Yes, and this is where, honestly, the biggest misunderstanding lives.
Go on.
So, commercial goods with a customs value of 135 pounds or less are currently exempt from customs duty. Sounds straightforward. But the thing people miss is that the 135 applies to the CIF value. That's cost, insurance, and freight. So it's the item price plus shipping plus any insurance, not just the price tag on the product.
Oh, so if my jacket is, say, 125 pounds and shipping is 15,
That's 140 CIF. Over the threshold. Duty applies.
even though the jacket itself was under 135 pounds.
Exactly. But if it was, say, 110 for the jacket and 20 shipping, that's 130 CIF. Under 135, no duty. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. It's sneaky, isn't it? You think you're fine, and then the shipping tips you over.
It catches so many people out. And then the duty rates themselves vary massively depending on what you're importing. Clothing is typically 8 to 12%, footwear 8 to 17%, but electronics, laptops, keyboards, often 0%. Books, also 0%.
So it really depends on what you're buying.
It does. Every product has a specific commodity code, and that determines the rate. You can look it up on the official UK trade tariff. I'd always recommend checking before you order.
And this 135 threshold, is it, like, permanent, or is it going away?
It's going. The government confirmed in June 2026 that they're abolishing the 135 relief. Implementation is expected by October 2028. So current rules apply until then, but yeah, it's on borrowed time.
Wow, okay, that's worth knowing. Right, so layer 2, import VAT.
Yeah, so this is the standard 20% UK VAT, and unlike duty, this applies to virtually all commercial imports regardless of value.
Wait, regardless of value? So even if I'm under 135 and I dodge the duty,
You're still on the hook for VAT. Yes,
of course.
I know. But, okay, there is a sort of silver lining for smaller orders. If your order is under 135 CIF, the big marketplaces, Amazon, eBay, AliExpress, Shein, they're required to collect that 20% VAT at checkout under HMRC's rules. So you pay it up front, and then the parcel just sails through customs, no card through the door.
Oh, that's actually reassuring. So if I'm buying from one of those big platforms and it's under 135, I'm probably sorted?
Probably, yeah. But if it's over 135 CIF, they don't collect it. HMRC assesses the VAT when the parcel arrives at the border. And this is the bit that really gets people, the tax on tax rule.
The what?
So HMRC calculates the import VAT on the combined total of the customs value plus any customs duty you owe. So you're literally paying tax on the duty itself.
Wait, really? That seems kind of unfair.
I mean, it's just how the system works. You're paying 20% on the goods, the shipping, and whatever duty was charged. It all gets bundled together as the VAT base. It's a lot.
Okay, and then the third layer, the courier fees. These are the ones that really sting, aren't they?
They are, because people just don't expect them. So what happens is, when your parcel owes unpaid duty or VAT at the border, the courier pays HMRC on your behalf to get it released, and then they charge you back plus an admin fee for the privilege.
Right. So what are we talking in terms of amounts?
Royal Mail is a flat £8. Parcel Force is 12 standard or 25 if the goods are valued over £900. DHL is about 11 or 2.5% of the tax owed, whichever is higher. FedEx, roughly 12 or 2.5%. UPS, 11.50 or 2.5%. Oh, and Every does a flat 6.
So even if I only owe like 2.5 pounds in VAT?
Royal Mail still charges the full £8, so your total bill is $10.50 for 2.5 pounds worth of tax.
That's honestly ridiculous. But I suppose that's just how it works.
It is, and they hold the parcel until you pay, so it's not like you can negotiate. Royal Mail gives you 21 days, DHL only gives you 7.
Okay, let's talk about gifts because I know people get confused about this. My mom's friend is always sending things from Australia, and
Yeah, gifts are a whole other area. So there's a $39 rule. For a gift to be completely exempt from both duty and VAT, it has to be sent person to person, a private individual abroad to a private individual here for a genuine occasion, like a birthday or Christmas. And the value has to be under $39.
okay, under $39, totally free. What about above that?
So between 39 and 135, no duty, but VAT kicks in. And here's the thing people get wrong. The VAT applies on the full value, not just the bit over $39.
Oh, I would have assumed it was just the excess.
Yeah, most people do. So, like, say your mom's friend sends a handmade woolen scarf worth $60 from Australia. It's a genuine gift, under 135, so no duty. But VAT is 20% of the full $60. That's $12, plus Royal Mail's $8 handling fee, so $20 due on delivery.
That's not nothing for a gift.
No, it's not. And look, I have to say this. Marking a commercial purchase as a gift to try to dodge the charges? HMRC inspectors cross-reference return addresses, commercial invoices, marketplace receipts. It's illegal under the Customs and Excise Management Act 1979. You risk seizure and penalties.
Yeah, I figured that wouldn't fly. Right. What about the EU? Because since Brexit, I think a lot of people assume the trade agreement means no charges from Europe.
And this is what I call the EU trap. The UK-EU Trade and Cooperation Agreement does offer 0% duty, but only on goods genuinely manufactured in the EU.
So Italian leather boots, German kitchen equipment, fine, 0% preference duty.
But if it's made in China and just shipped from a warehouse in, I don't know, Frankfurt?
Then it doesn't qualify. Standard duty rates apply because the goods originated in China. It's about where it was made, not where it was shipped from. Rules of origin.
That's a really important distinction that I don't think most people are aware of.
And in all cases, even if you get 0% duty under the TCA, 20% import VAT still applies on EU goods with a CIF over 135 pounds.
So you can never fully escape the VAT.
Pretty much, no.
Okay, can we run through a real example? Because I think that would make this click for people. Like, say someone orders a mechanical keyboard from the US.
Yeah, great example. So let's say it's 250 pounds, which converts to about 195. Shipping is 35 pounds, so about 27.30. CIF value is 222.30, well over 135 pounds.
So duty applies.
Well, actually, this is interesting. Keyboards and computers fall under commodity codes where the duty rate is 0%. So customs duty is 0, but you still owe import VAT. The VAT base is $222.30 times 20%, that's $44.46. Then say DHL delivers it, $11 handling fee. So the extra you pay at delivery is $55.46.
So the keyboard that cost 222 pounds at checkout actually costs you
$277.76 all in. That's 25% more than the checkout price.
wow, that could easily wipe out whatever saving you thought you were getting.
Exactly. And that's with zero duty. Imagine if it was clothing at 12%.
Right. One more thing. If I do get stung with charges and then I return the item, can I get any of that back?
You can, actually. You file HMRC Form C-285. It's an application for repayment of import duties and VAT. You've got 3 years from the original import to do it. You'll need proof of the original payment, proof you exported the item back, and a credit note from the seller.
And the courier fee?
Non-refundable. That's the courier service charge. They keep that regardless.
Fair enough. I mean, not fair, but...
Yeah, it is what it is.
Okay, Asad, this has been incredibly helpful, but also kind of overwhelming. Can you give us like a quick checklist? What should people do before they click buy on an overseas site?
Yeah, absolutely. So first, check the currency and factor in your bank's exchange rate margin. Most banks charge 1 to 3% on foreign transactions, or use a fee-free card like Monzo or Starling.
Okay.
Second, calculate the full CIF value, item price plus shipping. Is it over 135 pounds? If yes, prepare for duty where applicable, VAT, and a courier fee.
Third, look for whether the site collects UK VAT at checkout. If it says UK VAT included or charges 20%, your parcel should clear without extra demands.
Right. Fourth, and this is the EU trap one, confirm where the item was actually manufactured, not shipped from, manufactured. That determines whether preferential duty rates apply. And fifth, calculate your total landed costs before you commit. If it ends up costing more than just buying the same thing from a UK retailer, just buy it here.
Simple as that. Okay, so if you're listening and you take away 3 things from this, Asad, what are they?
3 things. 1, the $135 threshold is on the full CIF customs value, item plus shipping plus insurance, not just the item price. 2, import VAT at 20% applies to virtually all commercial imports, even when duty is 0. And 3, courier clearance fees, $8 to $25, are charged whenever duty or VAT is collected at the border, and they're non-negotiable. They're just part of the deal.
Brilliant. So the bottom line is, know your landed cost before you click pay. Don't let that card through the letterbox be the first time you find out what something actually costs.
Couldn't have put it better myself.
And if you want to apply this immediately, jump into tools like UK Import Duty Calculator, Duty plus VAT plus Courier, UK Import Duty Calculator, and UK Delivery Cost Checker right after this episode.
Primary sources used here include UK Integrated Online Tariff and UK Trade Tariff, so you can verify verify the data yourself and stay evidence-led.
That wraps this cost-saver conversation with Angela and Assad. If this helped, share it with someone who could put these ideas to work this week.
Your next step is simple. Try UK Import Duty Calculator, Duty plus VAT plus Courier, then explore a related cost-saver blog and use them together to take action today.